A church group known for delivering messages of hate picketed places of worship around Seattle today, but they were met by hundreds of people shouting right back. KOMO 4's Ray Lane is live in the newsroom with more on what happened. Ray?
Saber, good afternoon. This is a group that takes pride in stirring up emotions. They targeted several churches and synagogues around Seattle today, but along the way, they met stiff resistance. By their own admission, they preach the gospel of hate, since they believe God and the Bible preaches the same. They're part of a radical congregation out of Kansas belonging to the Westboro Baptist Church run by Fred Phelps. They travel the country doing this. They despise much of what our nation stands for, including hating America. During Sunday worship, the protesters targeted Mount Zion Baptist Church.
They've preached that lie from hell that God loves everybody, that you can live like the devil and have any hope of heaven at all.
For church members, the hate wrapped in God's name makes no sense.
If they're really concerned about doing God's work, there are people who are dying. They're dying of AIDS. There are people who are dying of violence. There are people who are starving.
Hundreds of counter-demonstrators, many of them gay and lesbian, hit the front lines to battle the shouts of hate. At St. James Cathedral, church members there celebrated the Corpus Christi procession. Across the street, Westboro protesters took advantage of the moment.
You're the ones responsible for the priests raping children!
Jarring comments that counter-demonstrators say need to be challenged, even if it means giving the messages of hate even more attention.
A lot of times now we feel like we need to just not react to this and then ignore it and it'll go away, and that's not happening. We're here, we're proud, and look, there's none of them, you can't even hear them. So we need to be out here and say we're here and we're proud and we're not going to let this in our community.
The protests were peaceful, though heated at times, as you saw there, and it's not over. The group from Westboro Baptist Church plans to picket outside Garfield High School in Seattle tomorrow, then show up at several Jewish centers around the city. Live in the KOMO 4 newsroom this afternoon, I'm Ray Lane.